Not everybody benefits from a 2-to-1, but the research is suggesting, and clinically and anecdotally, we're seeing people do well on a 2-to-1, but people do see benefits less than that on something like a 1.5-to-1 or a little higher. Essentially, what you do is you add the protein and the carbs together, and then you need double that for fat. Right now, it is individual. So removing ultra processed foods, for example, and then moving low carb, doing it very slowly is better than jumping in. Change is too sudden, especially for mental health. It's overwhelming, right? It's a lot. We are turning the food pyramid upside down. But also with some people, if they jump right in and if they do produce ketones early, even with a low carbohydrate diet, you might run the risk of things getting worse before they get better. So there can be more anxiety, more depression, whatever the symptoms are, they can get worse in those first couple weeks. Whereas if you go slowly, you're less likely to have that happen. So you get benefits with removing ultra processed foods first, then moving more low carb. And then when you get to the keto side, that's where it does become more personalized. But depending on what symptoms you have or what diagnosis you have, there might be certain risks and things you have to think about or learn about. And therefore, you need to tread more carefully. And that's where you got to get into the nitty gritty with the tracking of the macros and the ketones.
So would you suggest then in that order, ultra processed foods, then lower carb, and then would it be fat or protein?
It doesn't matter as much. So ultra processed foods, get them out. Then lower carb, you're looking at kind of 90 to 130 grams of carbs per day. And to be honest, at that point, just the fact that you're eating real food is a big change, right? Just simply removing those foods, moving to things that our grandparents recognize as food is a big deal. And you'll get more stable blood sugar levels from just going low carb, even if the protein and the fats are all over the place. It's only when you're going into ketosis, you have to take a closer look at the macros and bring them all into a range so that you create ketones.